Hi, this is Representative Jeff Morris from the 40th Legislative District, Position 2. My seatmate Chris Litton is in Position 1, and we both represent you down here in Olympia. We're starting another legislative session down here with a very full agenda of critical items for the future of the state of Washington. You've probably read in the local papers or heard on local TV or talk radio about some of the challenges we're facing, particularly around through K through 12 education. We have a daunting task of funding a new definition of basic education that we adopted a couple of years ago that really modernized what was basic education in the 20th century to what it is today in the 21st century. In order to comply with that new definition, the courts have mandated that we raise an extra $3 to $5 billion to fulfill all the changes that need to be made by 2017. That's a lot of money, there's no doubt about it, but there's no more important investment we can make than the education of our children in the state. The Constitution says it's our #1 priority, and it's our duty to make sure that we meet that obligation as well as all the other obligations that make up the social safety net that keeps our communities safe and our communities healthy as well. On local issues, we're looking at several projects in the Northwest. I've personally met with Mayor Linville and Executive Laus up in Whatcom County about important transportation projects to keep goods flowing across Whatcom County. Chris Litton and I have met with the Mayor of Anacortes and the Mayor of Mount Vernon talking about important capital projects in the Anacortes Waterfront Trail and continued investment in the Riverfront project in Mount Vernon. We'll be spending a lot of time on those important investments that the state needs to make to keep Skagit County cities vibrant and the economies performing well. I chair the Technology and Economic Development Committee. As usual, I've been very active on legislation in both of those areas. Just this week we had hearings on drones, biometrics, data breaches, and also on ticket bots. That was just one hearing we had in some of the issues that we look at with the technology portfolio. I've been doing a lot of work on the development of new markets for clean energy technologies. You may have heard about the smart grid both in local and national press. The Northwest is a leader in developing technologies that make up what people call the smart grid. All the appliances you've bought in the last couple of years have the controller units and the tools to actually be part of the smart grid, and other pieces are being put out in the marketplace today. One of the challenges facing us is that utilities make money based upon a system that was developed for the railroads in the 18th century, where they get paid basically by how much of the product you consume, mainly electricity. The problem with that is it can't sustain this grid that's going to be more efficient, deliver other values like the quality of power or resiliency, the things that keep your lights on in a windstorm or another outage. Those things are things that the utility doesn't get paid to actually deliver to you. We're working through a very complicated set of policy questions with my colleagues, trying to figure out the path forward and what is really rocket science when it comes down to it. But we're trying to open up markets and make sure that Washington State continues to be a leader in developing new technologies and the jobs related with it in the clean energy technology sector. At the end of this, you'll see an email and some contact information for my office in Olympia. Please contact me and let me know your thoughts on anything that you see before us, because it really does help me do my job better representing you. Thank you.